Hi guys, good morning, this is Jose, and we are gonna dive a little bit into the Colonial board game. We have prepared a little display through Tabletopia, and well, we are here. As you can see, we have include some kind of part of our next game mat or play mat of the game. This is a simple setup for 2 players. We have France and we have Great Britain, right? We have also our theaters of operations. We have our colonies, which are Jamaica, Martinique, Aruba. That's in the Caribbean theater, and we have in North America we have Boston, we have Montreal or Montréal, comme on dit en français, and San Antonio. Okay, we have this big ship. It's the high seas area. In their standard setup, it's shown as a tarot card, but here with the game mat you don't have to use the tarot card. We have also Africa, where we have Sao Tome, Kapstad, which is Cape Town in South Africa, and Fort Amsterdam, also called in the 18th century Fort Quarantine. And in Asia we have Batavia, which was the capital of the Dutch East Indies. We have also Manila, which was the main Spanish possession in Asia, and we have Calcutta in India. But we are gonna these 2 theaters, Africa and Asia, we have not we will not pay a lot of attention to them, because we are trying to simulate the gameplay through one whole round. So we are going to focus on North America and the Caribbean for this sample round. We have also here our commodities place, okay, our commodities market. We have the amber, cocoa, cotton, fish, ivory, silk, etc. And this is the political board, okay, where we have about 9 politicians, but 2 of them, King George of Great Britain and the King Louis of France, are covered by those declare war cards, because obviously this is a 2-player game. So let's go with well, here in this part of the table we have the political cards, which are provided by the politicians themselves. I mean, for example, the Empress of the Holy Roman Empire, Maria Theresa, gives you the Austrian expedition. So here we have this army, and here we have the colony deck and the secret objective deck. Also we have the coins and the card market. We have 4 revealed cards. Okay, we have our tactic deck, sorry, and here this meeple shows the game turn, I mean. So here in the market we have a diplomat, which is it would be useful for the game, for this little overview. The ball bet card, really useful for the battles. The pirate raid and the tactical retreat. Okay. Well, at the start of the round, okay, we are going to start with France. The French situation, it's a little bit better than the British one, but well, life is complicated sometimes. So the British also have their opportunities and their own interests. So here in Boston there is a British fortress, and in Montreal we have Pierre de Vaudreuil, which is the French governor of New France. I mean, and he has a siege artillery in Montreal. So the main goal in this first turn for the French would be to take the British fortress and to take Boston. Okay, but here in the Caribbean, the French have a plantation here in Martinique and a colonial militia here, but well, colonial militia is a really bad performance unit. So George Hanson, which is in Jamaica, may take, probably with a low effort, I mean, the colony of Martinique and burn this plantation. Okay, so at the beginning of the round we have our royal cards. Okay, we have also our battle deck. We have our dice set and one secret objective. In this for this sample we have chosen spice trader. Okay, if we have more spices than any other player in the game, we will be awarded with an extra victory point. And we have our player board here, our French player board. In our warehouse we have cocoa, timber and sugar and spices, because we have control. We control Martinique, which provides sugar. We control also Montreal, which provides timber. Okay, and we have also two more colonies in Africa and Asia. Sao Tome, which provides cocoa, and Asia with Manila, which provides spices. Okay, so these are our commodities for this round. I mean, we start with the 3 gold in our treasury. Nobody in the prison, nobody in the support box, and these are our control tokens for marking the possession of colonies. Well, let's start. At the beginning of the round, we have these 2 cards, these 2 tactic cards in our hand. Okay, and we have 3 more cards. So let's draw 3 more cards from the tactic deck. Okay, we got the ambush, which is useful for destroy Haitians and native allies, and also for change the tides in the battle. We got the operation in Europe, which will nerf the possibilities of the opponent to get the control over the politicians in the political board. And we got also the Trade Emporium, which give us 2 more gold. Let's take these 2 cards to our hand also. That's the Royal Attention and Splendor of Versailles. Okay. So the first action in the turn is to draw 1 tactic card for each player. So we're gonna draw 1 more tactic card. Okay. We got the In the Nick of Time, which allow our units to make an extra move after the opponent has completed their moves. And the second action is to perform actions in colonies. Okay, colonies have most of them have an ability. Some of them, or few of them, are triggered by a general. If you have a general or a leader in your colony, you may roll a dice, and then you may obtain the benefit if you reach the value. But some colonies have permanent benefits, as for example San Antonio, which boost your native allies and prevent the entry of naval units there. Obviously, because San Antonio it's an inland. I mean, it's an inland colony. So our leader here, it's in Montreal, where we have the ability of Montreal is to boost our fortress here, but we have not a fortress in Montreal, and this is a river colony. So if we have more river colonies here, this is not the case, but just in case, you may go from Montreal directly to that river colony. But there is no actions to take in colonies because Montreal has no a leader action. I mean, as an ability. For example, George Anson, he is in a colony which has a leader, an ability that can be triggered by a leader. So here you roll a dice, and if you get 4 or more value, you choose an opponent who loses 1 gold. Okay, but we are in the French turn, and the French don't have actions in colonies to be performed. So the next step of the round is to try to get a politician, or try to get a political objective here in the political board. I think for the French, the most interesting politician at this very moment is Thayendanegea, which is the Mohawk leader, the Indian leader of the Iroquois Confederacy, because it provides or it boosts our units in North America with 1 more modificator, 1 more value for our dice. So let's roll, and we can here use our Splendor of Versailles, which provide us a +3 modificator for this politician. So let's use this card. Okay, so we get a +3 modificator, and let's roll the dice. These dice, for example. We got a 2, so 2 + 3 of our Splendor of Versailles makes 5. So this politician, Thayendanegea, has a difficulty of 4, so we get the support of this politician. If we didn't have used this Splendor of Versailles, maybe, well, we got 2, so this Mohawk leader wouldn't be with our in our side. I mean, so it was a good decision to use this tactic card for get this control. So let's okay, so let's put control token over or on the Mohawk leader, and this tactic card we can put here. It's a discard pile, for example. Okay, so we perform our political role. So the next step in the round, it's the purchase step. So here we have to purchase cards with the units and the buildings. Whoa. So our position here in New France, in Montreal, is strong, but we may reinforce this position, and the place we should reinforce at the end of the day, it's Martinique, because we expect an attack from Jamaica led by George Hanson. So let's well, here it's a little difficult to see our battle cards, because when you're in a physic table, it's really easy to manage the battle cards, but here it's not so easy to see all the cards. So let's put them here, and well, we have 3 gold, so we may spend up to 3 cost units. So okay, we have general leaders, generals, etc. We have the line infantry, we have Hessians and whatever. Well, let's marshal Bertrand May, for example. We have to put him in the support box always. This goal is already spent. We have marshal also an African native alliance, okay, or because they may enter and play in uncontrolled colonies. So just in African colonies, but in uncontrolled colonies. So it's a really useful ability, because always units are placed in the game in a colony you control, or even on the high seas. But native allies may enter in play in colonies you don't control, and obviously they are also uncontrolled for the opponent. So 1, 2 gold. We are going to spend also, and we're going to purchase a fortress. Okay. Well, we have already purchased all our units and buildings, and now it's the movement step. This is an important thing of the game, because you purchase, you place your reinforcements in the super box, but they are not in play yet. So you have to manage, and you have to move with your units which are already in play. After the battles, those units and buildings which are in the super box will come into the main board. I mean, into the colonies. So in our movement step, we're going to invade Boston from Montreal. Okay. We can move every unit, or every single unit we have on the table. Okay. And we can move them just one space. So we can move from Montreal to Boston or to San Antonio, or even to the high seas if we want. So here there will be a battle. Here we have a colonial militia and a plantation. Colonial militia here is not a worthy unit, I mean. So maybe we can try and we can push our luck. We can try to invade Jamaica, and well, it's really difficult to beat George Hanson, but if we achieve it, our colony Martinique would be in a better position, in a safer position. So, and if we lose this battle, we are not worried about that, because we have a fortress we already purchased in our support box, and then after the battles we will build that fortress here in Martinique. So there's no problem if we don't have the colonial militia for protecting the colony. So we finish our movements. So let's start with the battles, okay? Here we have a fortress, and we have a Pierre de Vaudreuil and a siege artillery. So only battle cards which have dice icons are eligible to roll a dice, I mean. So the British will roll a dice for the fortress with a +2 modificator, and the French will roll a dice for a Pierre de Vaudreuil without modificator, because he has not native allies here, but he has artillery, siege artillery. So, and the artillery gives a -3 modificator to every fortress there is in this colony, I mean. So the fortress has a +2, the artillery gives the fortress a -3, so at the end of the day the fortress has a -1 modificator, okay? So let's roll the dice. So let's go with the French, and let's go with the British. Well, the French got a 2, there's no modificator for the French, and the British got a 1. Even the fortress has a -1 modificator, so this fortress is destroyed. It has to be placed out of the game. This control token it's removed also, and the French take control over Boston. Okay, so they put their political their control token there. Okay, let's go with the last battle. We have George Hanson, and we have the colonial militia, the French colonial militia in Jamaica. Okay, so it's a good roll for the militia, but obviously George Hanson gets a 4, and he has a +1 modificator, so it's a 5. And the colonial militia has a -1 modificator because they are poor trained units, so they get a 3. -1 is a 2, so colonial militia is destroyed, placed out of the game, and George Hanson keeps control over Jamaica. Okay, after the battles, we go through the reinforcements step. So in this reinforcements step, we place all the buildings and units we have in super box. Okay, let's take all of them here. Okay, and let's protect Martinique with a fortress, with a French fortress. Bertrand, maybe we may put them on the high seas, for example, if we want to go to Asia, for example. And the African native allies may go to an uncontrolled core. So here in Africa, they can enter in Fort Amsterdam. So the French, sorry, because I don't control the zoom in a good way. So here, this African native allies take control over Fort Amsterdam. So Bertrand, it's on the high seas for the next round, where he can go to every colony. I mean, because the high seas area, it's considered adjacent to every colony in the game. So he can invade Jamaica as a coup, as a surprise attack. He can go to Batavia or Calcutta, which is ungarrisoned. So many possibilities for this guy here on the high seas. So after the reinforcement step, we have to collect income. Okay, we are in the income step, but I forgot to take the commodities after the control of one colony changes. The commodities must be transferred. I mean, so in Boston produced fish. Okay, so the British player, when he or she loses Boston, he or she must transfer the fish in their warehouse to the French warehouse. Okay, and the French also took control over Fort Amsterdam, which produced gold and silver. Okay, and as the British player did not control Fort Amsterdam, we cannot take the commodity from their warehouse. So we have to take it from the commodities area. So here we have gold and silver. Let's go. So now we can proceed with the income step. So every player gets in the income step 3 gold plus 1 gold for each commodity set. One set has to involve or to have 3 different commodities. Okay, so here we have spices, fish, gold and silver, and here we have cocoa, timber and sugar. So we have 2 whole sets. So we can take 5 gold, 3 gold as by default, okay? And 2 more gold because of our sets. Okay, so here the round and the French turn ends, and it's the it's the turn of the British player. Okay. Let me say that in the purchase step you can also purchase tactic cards. I mean, from the market or directly from the tactic deck at the cost of 1 gold. So here you have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 gold, and here you may take a blind tactic card and unrevealed tactic card at the cost of 1 gold. So if the game ends now, for example, if it's if we are at the end of the 5th turn, the meeple would be here, for example, at the end of this turn. The French player it's fulfilling their secret objective because he or she has more spices than any other player in the game. Okay. So this is a brief overview of one turn in Colonial board game. Okay, you have to perform action in colonies. If you have one leader there, after you draw one tactic card, then you have to roll a political objective and try to get that politician or bring that politician into your side. Then you have the purchase step where you can purchase units, buildings from your hand or from your battle deck, and tactic cards from the market or from the tactic deck. Then you have to perform the movements. After that, battles are resolved, and then you may reinforce your colonies from the support box with the units and buildings that are already in the support box that you purchased previously in this turn. And then you collect income for the next turn, and you prepare for continue this colonial struggle. So I hope this brief explanation may give you an overview of this game. Many things may change in terms of components, I mean, because obviously we are in a development phase, so you already know there will be more politicians for the political board. We have to prepare more commodities, more colonies, more theaters, and even more units and buildings for the factions. So the game is alive, and this is like just a small sample of the game content. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brief diving into Colonial board game, and see you later. Thank you for your support.